What is up, everybody, and welcome to It's Not Just Life-Changing, It's Also Lunch-Changing. We are live in the sanctuary of satisfaction. Today, I got a special one for you. Have you ever woken up and your wife says, honey, I want this for lunch today? And then you say, honey, I want this today. You get what you want. So I'm going to show you guys how we're doing the barbecue chicken tacos or chicken taco wrap or barbecue chicken wraps. I'm TD, the Stevie Spoon Barbecue, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us again. I'm going to show you guys how we do barbecue chicken skewers, barbecue chicken tacos, barbecue chicken wraps, or however you want to make your barbecue chicken. So what I like to do is I like to brine it, I like to skewer it, I like to grill it, I like to sauce it, and then I like to just cut it off that skewer, put it on some tacos or a wrap. Today we're doing crispy jalapenos, we're doing some tortilla strips, we're going to do some, I'm going to show you guys the 3 Chile Cilantro Ranch that's going to go in there, and then we're going to have the Cherry Chipotle basted chicken skewers. So let me grab this out of the fridge real quick. Couple things here. Got to grab my chicken. So I got 2 things here I'm going to show you guys. We're going to do another video on the chicken brine. So this right here is my is a Carne Sutra brine with the this is Carne Sutra in water with chicken breast. That is it. I season up the chicken breast about as much as I want, and then I go ahead and I make it into a brine with water. So it's going to sit there. These have been sitting for about 20, it's probably been about 30 minutes, and they're melanesa, I think that's how you say it, melanesa, or I don't know, whatever. It is a really thin cut chicken breast. So these ones I just pulled out of the fridge, and it's just a couple chicken breast cutlets that I've sliced in half. So it was 1 chicken breast that I sliced in half to make 2 chicken breasts. So this is how you do the Carne Sutra brine. So a lot of new followers from this weekend. We had a great show this weekend in Dallas, and so today this is one of the recipes I told everybody that purchased the Carne Sutra this weekend. So we're going to make sure that I show you guys how to do it. This is the Carne Sutra brine. Very simple, very easy. Yes, you need this because any chicken that you're going to cook is always going to be better with a brine, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or even overnight. I don't go much more past 48, but if you do, it's going to be frozen. So you open up the fat side, that's what I call it. And then what you do is you just let that Carne Sutra rain down on that chicken to the point where that looks like it's enough. That's it. That is it. It looks like that's enough. You're going to use as much as you want. You're going to take a couple times to get it right for your tasting. If it comes out too salty, that means you used a little too much. But if you enjoy it, then that's what you're going to do. So I do have a little bit of water in here. Very little water. And so this is pretty much all we're going to do is kind of like a shake and bake. Just put it in there and let this chicken brine. So we're going to get some more water in there. I don't have any here with me, but I will put some more in there, I promise. So we're going to put more water in there, and look at that chicken. We got the chicken in the bag with some water. This is going to make the Carne Sutra chicken brine that we have there. You see that right there? That is your Carne Sutra chicken brine. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill this with cold water, just enough to cover the chicken. You're not going to make it full. You're not going to make a full marinade. You're just going to put it enough to cover the chicken. All right. Feel free to use beer. Feel free to use like an Italian dressing if you'd like. Feel free to use whatever you want. Another great one that's good, pineapple juice with the jalapeno lime Carne Sutra or the spicy Carne Sutra. Fantastic. Great on pork as well. And you can do this with pork cutlets as well. So these are going to go in the fridge until I'm ready to grill it. And then we're going to start getting ready for these to be skewered. So as always, I am joined by my co-host, my producer, the one and only United States Post Office's finest, USPS's finest, Robbie. What is up, my man? Behind the plate, it's Robbie.
Behind the plate, here we go. We'll speak of behind the plate in a little bit, but
Oh, hey, get to that in a minute. Okay, I knew we were going to be talking about this, so we're going to get to it in a minute, right?
So we got some people jumping on Instagram. We got Chili and Smokes here. Let's see.
What up, Brad?
Hold on. I'm trying to check. Another barbecue place, Deadly Barbecue. Chili and Smoke says, you're about to change his lunch. Make him some tacos.
Hell yeah, man. Not just life changing, it's also lunch changing. So that's what we're here for today. And we are going to change your lunch. Right. So what I got, we're going to take these out of the brine. So in the brine here, they look great. You can see all the beautiful, all the awesome Carne Sutra. Look at the garlic. You see how the garlic just rehydrates and turns into big monster pieces of garlic on there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set it down on my paper towel and pick it right back up. So that way it's going to get any of the excess marinade, but we're not going to lose any of the Carne Sutra. We're just getting the excess brine off of it. And this is the way that I have found that is the best way to do it, is by setting it on a paper towel and letting the paper towels themselves soak up the excess brine off of the chicken. And then we're going to slice this up and we're going to skewer it. Oh, we got one little baby piece left in here. This is just a little feller, but it's not the size of the meat, is it, Robbie?
Nope, that's what I've been told.
How the flavor hits your mouth.
And that's like the chef bonus right there, that little piece for you, right?
That's definitely going to be a chef bonus. Good call, dude. Good call. Yes,
so Barbecue Blackstone and Beers joined on Instagram also.
Oh, nice. What's up? What's up, Ryan? The Braves pulled off a series win against the Cubs the other day.
About time the Braves have won something.
Yeah. Oh, I had to say it because Ryan's in the comments and my wife is standing at the window watching me.
So I see you are supporting your team by wearing a new hat.
This isn't a new hat. This is an old faithful lucky hat, dude.
Oh, trying to pull out some wins.
Yeah. And I did wear. Okay, so I got my blue and black shoes on today. So when I went to the gym today, I did wear a blue hat, and I did not realize that my blue hat is the blue Wildcat hat, but it's the same W as the Nationals. So it's kind of crazy. It's blue and white, kind of crazy. But I did realize that I was wearing that today. And who do we play? We play the G-Nats. So yeah. Hey. So I had to change my hat instantly and put this one on. So I still got the blue shoes on though.
So you may be hearing from Major League Baseball soon. I did file a petition with them. Those 9 wins that the Red Sox have given you this year are probably going to roll back over to us. Chris Sale's 9-1 on the year.
oh yeah, that's right. And I'm sorry, what team did Chris Sale get traded from?
The Red Sox.
Oh, that's right. He was ready to win, dude. He was ready to win.
He was ready.
Yeah, he was ready, and they were like, sorry, Chris, you're going to have to take a hike right here. And speaking of taking a hike, is it time?
It is time. It's a good thing Chris Sale didn't have this guy behind the plate at all this year. I don't know if anybody has heard, but Major League umpire Angel Hernandez retires. What are your thoughts?
Like I said, retired. My thoughts are, thank God. I mean, somebody decided to pull the trigger on that one because, dude, what a piece of shit, man. I cannot say anything good about this guy ever. And I did send you, and guys in the chat, please tell me your thoughts too, because everybody's got an opinion on this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. That thing you sent me, one of the best hitters in baseball, Will Clark, one of the sweetest swings. He had some nice words for Angel Hernandez.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, he did have nice words. That he resurrected his career with Angel Hernandez behind the plate because he went into a bar and bought him beer. He bought him beer, and he said ever since that day that he bought Angel Hernandez beer, he said his strike zone became that big. That's proven, dude. And this was years ago. That's proven that this guy was a piece of shit, man. He was bad for the game for a long time. Bomb
And
time.
now his strike zone was 6 to 8 inches outside the strike zone.
Right. Well, and that's what Will Clark said. The ball was like 6 inches outside. And he says, is that as far as he can go? And he says, yes. And then the next pitch was even further. And then he just looked at him and he goes, I lost it, or it moved on me. And then at the bar, he walked up and he just said, hey, and he gave him some beers. And Angel Hernandez goes, do you got something you want to say to me? He's like, nope, see you at the game tomorrow. And he goes, ever since then, his strike zone changed.
Yeah.
Dude, that is crazy, man. That's just proof that this guy has been bad for a long time.
So we got Frankie Cutlass, Chris Parson, and Grillin' Bam on Instagram.
Nice. What's up, guys? So what I'm doing here, we're gonna make barbecue chicken skewers. Now you can make the chicken skewers, or you can be done with the chicken skewers and you can cut them off, and then you can make the tacos or the wraps like we're doing today, or you can serve them up like this. So what I have is these are some chicken cutlets, that's chicken breast that has been cut very thin. And then what I've done is I've actually cut it down to a point where I can skewer it and get it tight enough on the skewer that will get a nice grill. You guys see that? Look at my meat. All right, so I took the chicken breast, I cut it in a strip, and then what I'm going to do is I go through here and I cut it into about 2 or 3 more. Take your skewer, and then once you take your skewer, you're going to take this piece of chicken, you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to start at one end of it, and you're going to put it through, and then you're just going to weave it through the other side, so your chicken looks like this, almost like a what would that be, like a wonton, huh? It almost looks like a wonton, doesn't it? So we're going to put it in there, and then we're going to bring it down to the bottom here. I was at the gas station today at Allsup's getting the ice for my protein shake after the gym on the way home, and as I walked in, one of the ladies that was there, she says, I am so hungry. What are we having for lunch today? So I proceeded to tell her what I was having. And I told her that if she was interested, that she could follow it on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, and she would be able to replicate this recipe very, 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 very easily. So she, Lisa, she was very nice, and she was saying that she was going to check it out because she didn't know that I did live cooks. So I guess I got to do a better job of telling everybody, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So much for marketing, huh?
Oh, I do have a joke to show you. Here, ready? Hold on. Do you see this? Do you see my face?
Yeah, half of it.
This would be considered the Angel Hernandez selfie.
Holy shit. Hey, we got some viewers that are Angel Hernandez fans because their pitchers got those 8-inch strikes. Hey, 8 inches outside the strike zone.
I will say this, dude. Luckily, as a Braves fan, we didn't see him very much.
He didn't see you guys very much either.
I don't think he saw very much baseball either.
Holy. Poor Angel. I wonder what kind of severance package he got to retire.
Dude, hopefully they just gave him a sandwich and a cup of coffee and said, go.
The players pulled together a GoFundMe page for him to get rid of him.
Oh, dude, they should have. Dude, this should have been this should have been part of the collective bargaining agreement last time they had it.
And people are upset that they may go with a robot strike zone. You'll still have the umpire behind the plate, but god dang, if they can't call a proper strike, throw your meat back up there. Let me see it.
All right.
You notice how he's got to put his meat on a stick, guys?
Yep.
And gals?
All right. Because it's like a baseball. Got to smack it. Anyways, here we go. I'm just about done putting these on the skewer. And now if you just fold it in half one time and you put it on the skewer like this, it's going to stay, but it is not going to be the way that you want it. So what you want to do is you almost want to roll it in half and make it long ways and then fold it in half again. So that way it's folded in half and it will keep a constant pressure on the skewer, so it will keep it from actually falling off of the skewer, if that makes any sense. One of the reasons why picanha is always folded in half when it's put on the skewer. All right, so we are almost there. I got 1 or 2 more to do.
So, dude, you had this big show this weekend. Why don't you tell us about it?
So, yeah, man, my big show this weekend. We took off to Dallas. We were at Zest Fest, which was at the Will Rogers Center. So we got a lot of new followers, a lot of new people that put some TDs in their face this weekend. And so make sure that you guys are in the chat welcoming those people that are here, new followers to the page, et cetera, because we met a lot of cool people, and they're excited to make love to their meat. And so it was a good time, man. It was a very, very, very good time. And yeah, a lot of new customers, a lot of new, a lot of cool vendors and stuff that I haven't seen in a while. So that was one of the things that was the most important, was going and basically seeing some of my friends that I haven't seen in a while. Well, when I say seen in a while, I haven't seen them since the end of March, because they have their own booths and stuff like that, and I haven't seen them since the Friday Food Show. But it was a great time. All my buddies were going out and partying and stuff, and I didn't get to go with them.
So why didn't you get to go with them?
Well, because I'm finishing my phase, man. I'm finishing phase 3, 75 hard right now. So I'm close.
So no alcohol during that, right?
So no alcohol during that, and I did stick to my diet, my 2 workouts, my 10 pages of reading every day. I stuck right to the program. I have not failed. So I'm pretty pumped, because right now I'm like running on this like straight up adrenaline right now. It's insane, man. I cannot explain the amount of momentum and adrenaline that I have at this moment.
So two workouts. What's that consist of?
2 45-minute workouts every day. One of them has to be outside. And so I was out basically walking down trails there in the ghetto of Dallas or Fort Worth. And yeah, so it was kind of entertaining watching crackheads walk up and down the street. I did see one crackhead that was managing to move all of her shit in trash bags that were broken like 20 feet, and then she'd lay down and take a nap, and then go get the other one, and then come back, and then lay down and take a nap, then go get another bag and move it up there and take a nap. And then she managed to cross the driveway into the hotel, and she was taking a nap off across the street. And then the bench was right there. So she made it to the bench and took a nap on the bench, put all of her shit there, went back. Dude, it was one of the craziest things. I feel bad for it, but man, it's like as I'm walking around the hotel at like 11:30 at night, and it's like that was really all there was to see, because there was no one else walking around at that time.
So at 11:30 at night, you're kind of pushing it to get that second workout in.
Well, I don't have to be done by midnight. I just had to be done by the time I go to bed. So I have to get it all done by the time I go to bed. So that's kind of where the push was, because Friday, it was a long day, dude. Thursday when I left here, or no, I left here on Friday. I'm sorry. I left on Friday. And when I left on Friday, it was, I ran my route in Lovington and Hobbs, which consisted of 11 stores. And then after that, because it's Memorial Day weekend, so then after that, I was I drove to Dallas. And then when I got halfway to Dallas, I stopped at the gym in Abilene, did the workout there. And trust me, if you're driving a long ways, I promise you, hitting the gym in the middle of a long drive is really nice. It really is. So I've kind of enjoyed that one. But yeah, I did the same thing on my way home too. But man, it was great, dude. And I went to the show, and everybody's like, "Hey, we're going out for beers later." And I'm like, "Can't, guys, got to go work out." I'm like, I have 2 workouts. I have to read. I had basically everything that I had to do from my program left to do that day on Friday, because I went and picked up some stuff in my warehouse and then set up my booth. And then by the time I got set up, the show started. And then whenever the show got done at 6, I still had everything left to do. And they all have to be done 3 hours apart. So I finished everything up, and it was like 12:30. I was laying in bed. So that was pretty nice. And then I was back up at 5 again to go to the gym. So the next day when I go into the show, everybody's like, "How was your workout last night?" And I'm like, "Dude, I've already done 3 since the last time I've seen you." So that was kind of one of the things where everybody's like, "What?"
So 3 in 9 hours.
What's that?
So like 3 workouts in a 9-hour period, roughly.
Yes, sir. Yeah, pretty much. So I left at 6 that night. And then I started doing my workouts, and then I was back there at 9. So in less than 12 hours, I was able to finish and do half of what I needed to do the next day. So pretty good, man. Pretty good.
And
I was rocking and rolling, dude. The only thing I missed was the only thing I really wanted to do more was eat more, because when you're on the road like that, it's hard to eat. Like, I don't get as hungry, and so I couldn't shovel down the food.
well, it's a good thing there wasn't a Buc-ee's on the way, because that sure would have screwed up that diet.
Right, dude. I probably would have just said, fuck it.
So for everybody out there, I know we have some old viewers. We got new viewers. You're not on phase 1 of 75 hard, are you? How many days do you have left?
I am on phase 3 of 75 hard. So it has been, actually, I am on what it would be considered live hard, which would be a full year. So it is phase 3 right now. And phase 3 has a lot of things to do, not just what I do on a daily basis, like as far as work and everything else goes. It requires a lot of stuff, man. There's 8 things that I have to write down the night before, and I must get all 8 things done every day, or I lose. So it does get a little hard, but man, it was a great time, dude. I felt good. Like I said, I've been running on a pure adrenaline for like the past week. I can't explain it, dude. I can't explain it. The momentum is there, and all it does is wake up and I just do it. Like there's no question anymore. It's just a decision.
I can see you running like that. You're coming down to the end.
I am, dude. Friday is my last day. Friday will be day 30 of my last day.
So I know I've done 75 hard, just phase 1, and I know TD, he's coming on a year. But hey, for any of you viewers out there, if you want a challenge, this is the challenge, and it's mainly mental, because you got to have a strong schedule going.
Yes, and every day you do it, you get stronger with that schedule. So, anyways, let's stop talking about this and let's put the meat down, baby. Listen to the sound when you put that meat down. And one thing when you do with the Carne Sutra brine, you don't need to season it after you're done, or before you put it back on, because you're going to have enough of the taste of the Carne Sutra on the chicken from the brine, and you're going to love it. Because if you put more on, then that's whenever I think it starts to end up getting all these delicious flavors, and you want to be salty. Robbie. All right, chef bonus. Right there. All right, so we got these on, and I got it cranked. I'm at 400 degrees. I want the sear. I want the heat, so I'm going to close the grill, and we're going to let it go for probably about 2 minutes. Or you know what? I think at 400, I'm going to go 4 minutes, and then I'm going to rotate them. So, all right. So anyways, all right. So we got a couple minutes here, man. Let's see here. So real quick, yeah. So if that's something that you're interested in, hit me up. I can help you out. It's great. It's really done wonders for me. So, and not just me, it's been helping me with my business and juggling everything that I can do on a daily basis. So another thing. So let's go to this real quick while we're here, Robbie. So we had some devastating news this weekend as a Braves fan. It was pretty rough. I didn't get to see it until I was done with my whole day, and it was like I had about 3 or 4 text messages with condolences from all my my Philly buddies and shit like that. But yes, we lost Ronald Acuna Jr., and it is pretty devastating to me right now. But like I said, he's gonna be for a reason, because he's badass. I guarantee. I mean, the guy's obviously a Hall of Famer. But what I'm saying is that by the time the careers are done, Michael Harris is going to be the most dedicated Brave of all time. Watch.
More than Chipper?
More than Chipper, yes. And even though you guys talk about the greatest swings in baseball, Chipper's got to be up there, bro.
So I wouldn't be too worried. Like you said, hey, he's the top of their tier, but they are stacked no matter where they're at. But he had a knee injury in 2021, and what happened?
We made the trades, and guess what? It was June 11th, I think it was, whenever he tore his ACL. So it was very soon. It was very soon into June. So this is a very similar thing. You know, it does suck, but I mean, I don't want to look at it like that.
Here comes a comment for you.
More than chipper. Yeah, Shane, come on, man. I'm telling you, Harris is going to be the shit. He's just flying under the radar right now.
So you guys did win in 2021 without Acuna, right?
Yeah, that's when Acuna went down, that's when Snicker made a trade every day until the trade deadline. And we were able to get Jock Peterson, Eddie Rosario, and Jorge Soler. Which, by the way, who crushed the Moonshine in Game 5 of the World Series against the Astros. That, like, 567 or 570-foot home run or whatever the hell it was that just shut down everyone in that stadium. It was so great.
So you got Black Deck Smoked, and Komoda Ninja have joined on Instagram.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? So we had a bunch of people on Instagram. We got chicken skewers over here that we're grilling up. We're going to make some nice chicken wraps, and we're going to use the 3 Chile Cilantro Ranch, all that stuff for it. My wife is super excited because this is one of her favorite things that I make. So, yeah. So, Shane, how you doing, man? You doing all right? Shane is my cousin. He lives I think he's down in, like, San Antonio area, I think, or Houston area, one or the other. I can't remember which one he said. I haven't, it's been a little bit, but you know what? I'm going to crank these guys up because I don't think I'm hot enough. So I'm going to turn up my heat, and I'm going to flip everything. So when I say we're going to flip it, look at that. We got some good little char marks on there. So I'm going to flip it over. And now one thing that with these chicken skewers is that when you flip them, you want to basically make 4 sides. They're going to kind of end up being a little square. So you can do it 4 sides, and typically at this temperature, you can knock it out at about 400 degrees. Or you can knock it out the 400 degrees in roughly about it should be about 4 to 5 minutes aside, as long as you have a good enough heat coming from underneath to keep the because these are a cast iron grate, so you got to get those cast iron grates really hot to get that sear. So we're gonna crank up. You know what? I'm just gonna rotate it all the way around. I'm gonna put this Napoleon in overdrive. Let's hit the NOS, pedal to the metal, and let's get these things fucking done, dude.
So Shane's in Granbury, Texas, is what he's saying. And he said he's doing good and the food looks great.
Hey, thanks, Shane. I appreciate it, man. So let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting some stuff out, getting it ready for. So one thing that we use with these, I'm not sure if this is the one that we normally use because they seem a lot bigger than the ones that we normally get. But I couldn't seem to find the ones that I thought were the ones that we normally get. So I'm going to make 2 of them. I don't know about anybody else. You know what? I don't know if, I think Riley might still be here, so I'm going to make 3 of them. So let's go here. Yeah, and these are just going to be a garden spinach herb wrap. Nothing too special. The tomato ones are pretty good. But the spinach ones are actually, I think they're better. I think these ones are better than regular tortillas. And I think all these are is regular tortillas with spinach in it. So whatever. Not worried, right? Not worried. So we want to make sure that they're going to be warm enough and soft enough for us to roll them up. So I'm just going to set them over here on the out of the way. While that chicken's going, now that I don't have to make the 3 Chile Cilantro Ranch. So real quick here, let me pull this up so I can read this to you guys and give you the 3 Chile Cilantro Ranch recipe. If you can see that right there. 3 Chile Cilantro Ranch recipe is equal parts sour cream, buttermilk, mayonnaise, garlic, seasoned with Carne Sutra, a teaspoon of pepper, black pepper, however you want. And then we use dried dill, dried chives. And then you can also, then the next key is a couple tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons are seasoned with the best, to your choice, of the 3 Chile Cilantro, and mix it and put it in a square bottle. And then in the fridge until you're ready to eat it. Guys, this is one of our favorites here. This is the 3 Chile Cilantro Ranch. Look at that. That is Hatch red and green chilies, jalapenos, and serranos. Man, it is delicious. So you can put some here on your finger. Look at that. Delicious, delicious 3 Chile Cilantro Ranch. Yeah, that's good. Needs to be a little cooler. So I'm going to throw it in the freezer until I'm ready for it. so that way I can make it a little bit cooler. I'm gonna put it on our wraps, and then we are going to be ready to rock. All right. So yeah, but anyways, Robbie, you know what? And we sit here and we talk about this all the time. And I know I talk about the Braves all the time, but how I'm going to ask you this just because this is going to be my random act of kindness for the day. I'm going to mark it off on my 75 hard. So Robbie,
holy shit.
Tell me about the Red Sox. But I'm going to let you talk about the Red Sox for just a couple minutes. Because this is what I'm going to use as my good deed for the day. Is I'm going to give Robbie the spotlight for a moment and let him Boston Red Sox for a minute.
So let me throw this out first. So Night of the Smoking Dead Barbecue commented on Instagram, making me hungry. Missed lunch today, looking great.
Hey,
now for the Red Sox, we are one game above 500. We do have the second best starting pitching staff, but the offense isn't producing. So
I know what that's like. Imagine if you guys had Chris Sale.
I know. So two of our starters have losing records, but their ERA is under 2.25.
Right. And then Chris Sale is just murdering it in Atlanta, and
Chris
no one else.
Sale,
We won last night with Max Fried. And by the way, Max Fried has had 2 complete shutout games, dude.
Yeah, he's doing good too.
Yeah, but he also didn't make it out of the first inning in 2 of them at the very beginning. So that was pretty rough. And I love Max Fried, dude. I think Max Fried is like one of the best stand-up pitchers and stand-up guys in the league. I love Max Fried. I think he is one of the best. I think he could probably be one of the best role models as a pitcher, like for for Major League Baseball right now.
So what do we got?
Off topic, Robbie. Your time is up. Here's the Cherry Chipotle. And we're going to baste these with that Cherry Chipotle. So
my sponsorship money only got me 10 seconds.
Oh, was it only 10? I thought it was 20. So I'm going to turn this one off here. Now the Napoleon is rocking multiple different degrees here. I'm going to close. We're not ready for the sauce yet. It's going to get too hot. Give it another minute. So, guys, one of the most popular items at the show this weekend was the Cherry Chipotle sauce. Every time I go to a hot sauce or a fiery food show or something like that, the Cherry Chipotle is the most popular barbecue sauce that I have there because it's the sweet, the heat, and the smokiness is all extremely well balanced. And that's what everybody says about it. Every single person that puts these TDs in their face at my booth, they almost all say the same thing. Like, wow, everything is so balanced in this sauce. So if you're looking for something that's going to have a medium heat with quite a bit of sweet, but it's not going to overpower the heat, but it's also not going to overpower the smokiness, and the smokiness isn't going to overpower anything. You get all 3 right here with the Cherry Chipotle.
So the last show, wasn't it the Atomic Pineapple?
No. The Cherry Chipotle was at the Fiery Food Show as well. So the Cherry Chipotle at the Fiery Food Show, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I have never had Cherry Chipotle on Sunday. I don't think I've ever made it past 3 p.m. on Saturday with a bottle of Cherry Chipotle. And very, 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 very often, very rare do I have the original sauce on Sunday either. So I took 5 extra cases of the Cherry Chipotle and 5 extra cases of the original, which is 12 in a case, which would be 60 more products. I made it to 4 o'clock on Saturday with the Cherry Chipotle. It was still gone. I didn't even make it to Sunday. So all the people, and then the same with the original sauce, we were sold out of it by like 10 a.m. on Sunday. And so I made it to Sunday with the original, but not the Cherry Chipotle. And it's so many customers coming up and be like, oh, okay, we'll take 3 bottles of the Cherry Chipotle. It's like, we're sold out.
So you're like, you need to go to makelovetoyourmeat.com. Is that what you're telling them?
Yeah, or if they're in Albert, depending on where it's at, is going to depend on what store I'm going to tell them to go to. Because I do have stores in those areas. So if they're in Albuquerque, there's stores in that area. If they're in Dallas, there's stores in that area, and so on. All right, so here we go, guys. Look at these chicken skewers. Now, I know we're not getting, now I know that we're going to be getting close to the temp here pretty soon. See, these are about 150. So we're doing good. We're doing good. We're getting the color that we want. And right around about 165 or so, that is usually I turned that burner off when I put the sauce up there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start saucing around about 160. So let me put the sauce in there and start getting the sauce warm. Damn, man, it is hot right here by this grill. Speaking of hot, like I said, my wife has requested this this recipe, so I'm going to make it for her. All right. Another thing you have to do on the program that I'm on is you have to drink a gallon of water every day. So not only did I do a 30-day program, I did 30 days, 1 day off, and 30 days. So I am in the middle of 60 days right now, and I only have 3 left. So yeah, drink a gallon of water. I don't care who you are. You don't have to be on program. A gallon of water will change your life every day. Promise.
But on 75 hard, it's got to be water with no flavor, right?
Right. Well, yes, I guess. I just drink a fuck ton of water, dude. Like I do. I drink a fuck ton of water. So
that's how I am.
Yeah. And then, but yeah, like I don't really drink anything else, but then like pineapple juice or something like that. So I try to do pineapple juice to cut out the carbs.
So where are your recipes at?
So which recipe?
Whichever ones your fans want. Where can they find them?
Oh, I got you. So you can get to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We got all the recipes and everything up there. You can, if you check in the description of all the videos, we will have the recipes and even the shopping list there. Look at that. How's that chicken look? Looking pretty good. Let me get a good shot. There you go. How's that?
Looks crispy.
Yeah, it's getting there, man. It's not quite where I want it yet, but it's going to be there by the time I get ready to put the sauce on it. Now, this is about where we're talking about. How's that? See that? That's what we want. We want that brown, that nice brown colored char. So, and not only do we want the char, we want it to look kind of like looking pretty good. So, and that's how you rotate it.
So how did Ashley like her dinosaur skin the other day?
Oh, she loved it. She did enjoy that black and blue cheese burger, man. She really did. And so yeah, she's like, it was one of the best blue cheese things I've ever had. Like just blue cheese, blue cheese, blue cheese, blue cheese.
Nice.
And I know how you are with your blue cheese.
Yeah. And all you do is tease me with your videos and
well, that's all everybody says, but I do these videos so you can replicate the recipe. And almost every one of my recipes, if you watch, you should be able to duplicate them. Look at that timer in the top right there. You should be able to duplicate them in like an hour. And that's where we're at right now. So start to finish in like an hour. So I'm going to check. Whoa, shit. That was stupid. Wow, it didn't even burn. All right. So we are at about 155. So we're getting there. A couple of them are starting to get warmer. That one is about 160. So I'm going to move it off to the side. And I'm just moving them around so I can get the char that I want, but get the temperature that I want as well. And that's how you do with hot and fast grilling. You want to stay in the hot spots. You want to keep all your chicken where it goes and then get that color on it, because that's the best part of it, is where that color comes from. All right, chef bonus is almost ready. It's in the coolest part of the grill, so it's not going to get that hot. And now my sauce is starting to get a little thinner. So let's move it off of the grill right now. Perfect. See, and when I say thin, like this is how the sauce is supposed to be. See how it just drizzles off of there, but it holds its consistency? That is perfect. That is how you want your sauce to be when you apply it. You don't want it to be cold and you don't want it to be boiling hot. You just want it to hold its shape. And be more like strong drizzle.
So back to 75 hard. So 2 workouts a day, 45 minutes each, 1 outside, a gallon of water. What else?
You got to read 10 pages of a book. Nonfiction, self-help, motivational book.
Okay.
And then, so depending on the phasic part that you're on, like right now I have to do 8 power list items. So I have to write down 8 things every night that I do before I go to bed. And then I make sure I do those 8 things every day. And if you don't, you fail. So that's eight things to strategically push your business forward. So that's primarily the reason why I do what I do. And the other thing, no alcohol, no cheat meals. Even if your diet has cheat meals, you can't take cheat meals. No cheat meals.
So one of the 8 things is being nice to someone once a day. So being nice to a Red Sox fan daily. Don't you have to mix it up?
So it is a random act of kindness that you must do right now. Is you must find a random act of kindness. So I think I'm going to use that one as my random act of kindness today.
Nice.
I mean, it's not like I'm a piece of shit and I just walk around and just be an asshole all the time. I mean, I do nice shit for people. I hold the door open for people and shit like that. Oh, but you also have to have a conversation with a stranger. Right now, every day you have to have a conversation with a stranger and just to talk, because what it is it's breaking the ice. It's learning how to conversate with people you don't know.
So if you hold the door open for someone and pat them on the ass, like in baseball, when the coach comes out and takes the ball from Freed, pats him on the ass, is that a random act of kindness?
It can be. It can be considered a random act of kindness, yes.
I'm sure Ashley gets a lot of those.
Yeah. That's usually the mark off. Okay, so right now, even the fattest part of my chicken is at about 165, so it's done. And so what we're going to do here now is my cup has cooled off enough for me to touch it, and we got the awesome Cherry Chipotle sauce, and I'm going to baste all of my chicken with the Cherry Chipotle sauce. And the reason that I say that you got to have it warm is because if it's too thick and it's cold, then it's not going to spread the way that you want it to spread. You want it to be a nice glaze that gets down into all the little cracks, all the little crevices in there between where the chicken is. So that way, that's going to hold all those little pockets of flavor in there, man. That's what I'm saying. This is how I cook. This is how I've cooked for years, and this is how I've developed my products to perform. So, yeah, if you're using my products for competition, let me know how that goes, because I mean, I have no problem winning the placing in sanctioned events for sauce tasting. I just don't cook that style of barbecue, and that's not something that is my forte at the moment. But the thing is that the product can hang in those categories, and we have the awards to prove it. The other thing is that this is how I like my dinner, and so this is how I cook my dinner. Look at these guys. Look at these. Tell me these are not beautiful, man. Look at the color of the Cherry Chipotle. The Cherry Chipotle has a color that is pretty much almost completely unmatched out of any barbecue sauce. And you will see as we start to get it a little thicker. So, and if you notice, when I moved my chicken skewers after I have the hot, I turned all the burners off and moved the chicken up closer. All I did was move it up closer onto my hand over the heat because it is 600 degrees even without the burners on. Or actually, we're probably closer to 5 right now without the burners on. So it's pretty warm. But when I did, I flipped the chicken over. So you always want to sauce the hot part of the food. So what it does is it gives you searing on both sides. So if you got the juices from the food that is starting to get hot and it's sizzling like the fat and stuff is frying, then when you add the sauce to it, what it's going to do is going to hit it right then, and it's going to help you develop the stickiness in the sauce that you want, because your food is hot. So you're putting that warm barbecue sauce on there, and it's just searing it right onto the top. That's how you get the product.
So Bart finally wants to join the show after we talked about Angel Hernandez. What happened to him? What?
He retired.
Yeah.
He retired. Why, was it a Royals game that he was at recently?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, he wants to join after the fact.
Yeah, Bart's a Royals fan. So, all right. So here we go. I'm going to do one more saucing here. Now, I have rotated them, and I have the hot part from the grill that is on the top, and that's where you want to put your sauce first. So always put your sauce on the hot side of the food, not the cool side, which I mean the cool side is going to be the top, but your hot side is going to be the side that's coming directly from the heat immediately, and that's when you're going to add your sauce, because that's what's going to help it get into that char that's in there, and you're going to not just have that nice sticky char, but your barbecue sauce is going to basically soften up that char, so that way it's not going to taste like, it's not going to be as crispy and fall off, so you're going to get the char and that beautiful taste that you get. Now, one of my favorite ways to do these is over the open fire because, trust me, it is so much better. But again, I want to make sure that I have the time, and I want to make sure that I have the heat for my live show right now. And plus, I just spent all day I spent a couple hours over the Kettle Joe yesterday cooking tri-tips for my daughter's birthday. So I did cook 4 whole tri-tips yesterday on my Kettle Joe with some lump charcoal. Guys, if you want to get hot and heavy over a sack of lump, that's it, dude. Tri-tip with Carne Sutra, that's all you need. All right, so now.
Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, my oldest daughter turned 20 Friday.
So Bart said that's the best call he's made in 30 years. So Bart, did
Dude,
he really make that call?
Heard that one. Damn it, that's a good one, Bart. So like I said, look, the Angel Hernandez selfie.
Yep.
Oh God, dude. I mean, I just can't understand how this has been something that's been going on this long. Like, it is insane that how it's been going on this long.
So let me give a shout out to a couple more on Instagram. You got the Smoke Abides has joined, Sundog Barbecue, DAWG, must be a Georgia fan there, and Ben Butcher K9.
Oh, nice. So, hey, real quick, man, what's up, everybody? Thank you for joining TD's Brewing Barbecue today. So, wait, hold on. I did hear one name that I do have to acknowledge because I want to make sure I heard that correctly. But let's take a look at this chicken skewers real quick. That is the Cherry Chipotle chicken skewers. You guys see that? How good does that look? They look nice and salty. Like, you need like a whole roll of paper towels for these, right? Like, if you gave this to even a 43-year-old man, such as myself, or a 3-year-old kid, you're gonna need a whole roll of paper towels for these bad boys. All right, so I'm gonna take these over here, and let's start building our wraps. So real quick, so that's the one I was gonna ask. Did you say the Smoke Abides?
Yeah, that's the way I'm reading it.
Dude, what a great name, dude. I love that one. That's one of my favorites, dude. That is a great one. The Smoke Abides. Do you know where that's from, Robbie?
No. I'm sorry.
Smoke is a different word. Smoke is a different word. The dude abides.
Oh, okay.
It's
you have to tell me more about that.
You don't know The Big Lebowski?
Yeah, I know that.
Oh,
but
okay.
That movie is a while ago. Dude, I can't remember yesterday.
The Smoke Abides. What a great. So, again, Chef Bonus. Here we go, guys. Chef Bonus is whatever's left over that you get to have for yourself before you take it inside and share it with your family. You get to have the first test piece. This is it. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn.
Dude, the color on those is amazing.
Absolutely fucking beautiful, man. That's what I'm saying. The Cherry Chipotle is just unmatched when it comes to color.
I know. We need a photo. There we go. Right there. Rotate that.
Ah! The skewer broke. Hold on. Look at it.
Nice.
Let me see, right about, probably right there.
Right there.
Great, man. I'm saying, look at that Cherry Chipotle. That Cherry Chipotle just shines, doesn't it? Look at it go. All right, here we go. That's where you need to, like, what is it? That one song, like, my sauce is better than your sauce. I could teach you, but I have to charge. Damn right, it's better than yours. Yeah.
Holy shit. AI. Did AI come up with that jig?
No, I just did. I was going to say, my wife makes up songs like this for our dogs, like, all the time, dude. She, like, comes in and she's like, all the single pooches. So weird. She makes up, like, 1,000 different names for dogs.
Yeah, I can spit out some words, too, but mine aren't too proper.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, dude, I'm one of those. There once was a man from Betrass. The leprechaun quotes, man, they were so good. All right, I'm getting hungry. I'm tired of bullshitting. I'm gonna move these. I'm gonna get these flies out of my way, and I'm gonna move these happy little chicken skewers. I forgot to say that while I was painting them with the Cherry Chipotle. These happy little chicken skewers, because you got to paint them like Bob Ross. All right, so let's get to building these bad boys. Okay, so I got a bag of shredded lettuce, and then I got some of my toppings here. I got slices of lime. I got some cilantro and some diced red onion. So this is what we're going to use on there. And then some of the things that I never live without on my wraps or these little tacos like these with these barbecue chicken ones is the crispy fried jalapenos. If you haven't used these, they're amazing. They're just like the green beans that you use in green bean casserole, but they're jalapenos. They're freaking awesome. And then either tricolor Southwest tortilla type strips. You just want something on there to give it that little bit of a crunch. All right. So we're going to move that out of the way. I'm going to set these up here. And again, I like to buy shredded lettuce because I'm lean, and it's not really, dude. These things. By the time I get done with this bag, actually, I don't know when the last time I finished a whole bag of shredded lettuce was. I think I buy one every time I go to the store, and I only use like half of it, and then the next day it's like nasty. All right, so let's get started here. So I'm gonna take my tortilla, which this is a what's the difference between a tortilla and a wrap, Robbie? Like, guys in the chat, let me know. What's the difference between a wrap and a tortilla?
A rap is a song like Ice Ice Baby.
Oh, yeah. And that's a pretty good song to sing there. Now, this tortilla or wrap has gotten hard sitting out. So this one's going to be good. I want to make sure that they are. Let's set them over here by the grill for a second and let them get some heat on them. I'm going to set it right on top of that because then it's going to get dirty. That's all right. They'll be fine. Wrap. So I would think that, like, I mean, I don't really understand what the difference between a wrap and a tortilla is. So they're both the same to me, but I think a wrap would be considered more of like a sandwich than a burrito, right?
I don't know. A burrito's wrapped also.
A burrito is a wrap also. So okay, well, anyways, so let's get in on this. Can you see this from the prep camp? All right, just want to see where my thing is going. So this 3 chili cilantro ranch right here. This is a homemade 3 chili cilantro ranch buttermilk sour cream. Scroll up in the comments. The recipe is there. Not just the recipe. I think the shopping list is there too. So you should be able to get it. So 3 chili cilantro ranch made with the buttermilk ranch. So what I'm doing here, I like to take it and I like to make it really, really, really cool. And I like to put little swirls. Oh, dude, come on. You're going to do me like this? All right. So we got that. And then what I do next is I'm going to take my lettuce. I'm going to put my lettuce down. Now, if you want to fold this in half and make one big taco, go right ahead. But if you want to make it a wrap, this is how you're going to do it. All right. And if you have the small tortillas, go ahead and make your little street tacos, which are some of my favorites. I love doing this with the street tacos. And then I like leftovers. You got skewers. I can do it with rice, whatever. I love cooking these because this is one of the things that everyone in my family really likes. All right. So next, I'm going to hit it with some cilantro. Oops. I'm going to put the cilantro in there. And I'm going to put all of this in. And then I'm going to put the chicken on the top because I want that chicken to rest just another minute or two. And then I'm going to hit it with some red onion. A little bit of red onion. That's probably plenty. All right. And let's see here. How do I want to? Do I want to put the chicken on next, or do I want to put? You know what? Let's just put this on here. So we got some tortilla strips. Let's put our little tortilla strips down. This is probably the wrong way, so I'm going to build another one, but we're going to see how this goes. I don't know. I've made these a million times, and I just want to make sure I'm doing it the same. But I'm trying to remember how I did this last time. If I did it with the chicken. All right, are we still there? Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Robbie?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello? Can you hear me? Damn it, dude. I knew that was going to happen. Are you still there, Robbie?
I'm here.
Can you hear me?
I'm here. I had on mute the laptop.
Yo, Robbie. Yeah, my alarm went off, so I'm gonna jump out and jump back in with my phone real quick. So let me be right back. Let's see, how do I get out of here? I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Just bear with us.
Okay, are we back, Robbie?
We're back if you can hear me. Ashley says she can hear both of us.
Well, yeah, but I can't hear you.
I know.
And that,
Dude.
what happens is I turn my notifications off, but I still have the damn alarm set to pick my kids up from fucking school on Wednesday.
Yeah, school is out for summer.
Yeah,
that is a song.
School is out. So, yeah,
Damn.
my alarm decided to go off and screw me up on that one. So, all right.
Blame it on your producer.
No, it's not Robbie's fault. It's my fault. I'm not going to blame you this time. It's probably because all I've been doing is putting hexes on myself, letting everybody else talk about their team on my show. All right. Here we go, guys. Right here. Happy little chicken skewer. There we go. So what I like to do on this is stand it up with the flat side of your skewer on the bottom because it's easier to hold. And then what I like to do is I just go through and I trim off all the chicken off of the skewer, just like you would if you were going to do al pastor or if you were going to do some type of gyro or anything like that, and just cut it up, take it off the skewer. Look at that. Chef bonus right there. So then what I do is I go back through and I chop it up into the smaller pieces. And I usually only do about one chicken skewer per wrap, but this one looks like it's going to be pretty overloaded, and I'm pretty sure that my wife isn't going to be able to eat the whole thing if I give her all the meat. She won't be able to handle it.
Oh, damn.
I know that was a terrible thing to say. Such a terrible thing. But here we go. So here we go. We're going to put that right there. Probably a little bit more. Booyah. All right, cool. Now I'm going to move this out of the way. But look at how good this chicken looks. Look at that. See that? Beautiful. All right. Now I got to get this out of here. So those that know and those that do not know, there is one way to fold a wrap or a tortilla or a burrito. However, is you take it and you bring everything back and you fold your ends, which this is not going to be the way I want, but it's going to work. And then
dude, I hate to stop you, but I want onions and lime on mine.
I put onions on it. Oh, I just didn't hit the lime. My bad.
Damn.
Well, this wrap is going to be ready, so they're kind of dry wraps, but that's okay. It's working. I'm going to do another one. Next one's going to be better. Ashley, this one's yours. Let me roll it up. Let me roll this up in a paper towel so she can eat it.
So on Instagram, I'm going to hope I pronounce this right. Samsa House says that's way too much sex appeal for me at this hour. TD's in your face.
That is my man, Sam Sauce.
Sam's House.
You guys got to check him out. My favorite sauce that he makes is actually, I think it's on this season of Hot Ones, if it wasn't on last season. But yeah, the Smoky J. He makes a great smoked jalapeno hot sauce. Check it out, guys. Sam's Sauce is amazing.
Ashley's on her way.
Okay, there you go. That's Riley's. All right. So I am heating up this wrap so that way it doesn't dry out on me like the last one did. And maybe it will roll. See, look at that. It'll roll up a lot easier. All right. So we're going to do one more time here. And this time I'm going to make sure that I get onions and lime on it. All right. So here we go. I'm going to take the 3 Chile Cilantro Ranch. Got it. All right. And then I'm going to do the lettuce. So I'm going to do the lettuce and then I'm going to put the chicken on it this time. There we go. And again, I am not a pro at anything, dude. I just make shit and it tastes fucking awesome. All right. So here we go. Now I'm going to put the chicken on here. I'm going to spread the chicken out. Look at that good chicken. There's There's not a lot, but there's enough. Let's go ahead and cut us up another skewer at the moment. Yeah, there we go. Look at that go. Look at it go. Look at it go. All the way down. Delicious. Everything's got crust on it. Everything's got sauce on it. Look at that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's your char right there. So you want this. You want to cut it up a little bit more. So that way they're bite-sized pieces. No one's going to choke on it. Nothing like that. Let's put this on here. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Now this one is going to be for my wife because she gave that one to Riley. So it's her birthday, or it was her birthday. So.
Well, you hope she gave it to Riley.
Well, that's what she said. That's what she said. She's actually getting ready to go to work. So that's what she said. And not in the way Sam Sauce is thinking. All right, cilantro. So the guys next to me at the show, they have a fermented hot sauce, and they had a Shoshito. That's what Shoshito said was the name of their sauce. And it was also kind of crazy, too, because they, oh, there's the lime. There's the lime. Can't forget the lime.
There you go.
They had a sauce, and they were like, and it was a beet-flavored, beet sauce. And they called it Beat Your Meat. And so they're standing next to me in their booth, two guys over there being loudmouths like I am, and they're telling everybody to beat their meat, and I'm standing there going, no, make love to your meat.
Damn.
So, yeah, I mean, it was a great weekend. He's like, oh, we have a beat your meat, and I'm like, look at my shirt. You don't beat it. You make love to it. So, yeah, that was kind of the funny thing all weekend was theirs was about more of being a little aggressive. Okay, there we go. Now, I think I got everything on here. You're going to grab it like this. You're going to pull everything back, and you're going to flip the side in. Like I said, I never worked at a burrito shop, but I've had a lot of them. And then you're going to fold in this side and this side as you roll it. And now if you have the paper, put it in. This is where you go. This one's definitely a lot better. But, yeah, those chips and stuff have kind of busted through.
Dude, Taco Bell just sent an email. They have a job opening.
Damn it, dude. Do they? Well, I can't control it. All right, Ashley. Here you go. Taco Bell. Your order is ready, ma'am. I guess. Hopefully it's right. No, we do not have any taco sauce. We ran out today. All right. So now,
like Walmart ran out of bags the other day in Hobbs.
Walmart ran out of plastic bags?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? Okay. So I know where I made the mistake on these wraps or green tortillas is that they set out and they dried. And so when I just pulled this one out of the bag, it completely feels different. So these damn Americanized tortillas, maybe that's the difference between a wrap and a tortilla is the Americanization.
Or the food.
It was westernized. All right, so let me cut this chicken off this skewer again. I'm gonna find the smallest one because that's gonna be a lot of chicken. No, here we go. Screw it. Here we go. Right there.
We lost that camera.
I swear to God. All right, can you hear me?
There we go.
Okay. Dude, that's what happens when you have 30 alarms every day like I do. All right. It just gets annoying. It just gets annoying. All right, there we go. So, that was a good piece that fell. And I'm not 5-second ruling the floor right now. I've been gone for a couple days. All right, so let's chop that up. You want it to be good chunks, big chunks. You want it to be saucy chunks, crispy chunks. You want all that good shit in there. All right, so. And that one I got a splinter in right there. I saw it. All right, cool. Now, let's make this bad boy. I'm going to do a little less ranch or a little less of everything other than the ranch. So I'm going to put a little less of my lettuce. Let us put some food in our face. All right, some cilantro. some red onion. Here's the lime, so I don't get yelled at for Robbie not having lime on it.
I know. And let us have some lime.
Yeah, let us have some lime. Let us have some chicken. Let us put some chicken on there. So here we go with the chicken. Now that is a nice barbecue chicken. You don't have to use Cherry Chipotle, but this is the one that everybody here loves. So these are the one. This is where we're going. I'm gonna put a little bit more on there. Now, should I make it a loaded chicken? That's probably gonna be way too much chicken. I'm not gonna get it rolled up. All right.
Yeah, Taco Bell doesn't put that much on there. Okay.
Yeah, Taco Bell doesn't put that much chicken on their wraps. So here's my my jalapeno strips, and then my tortilla strips here. These are the ones that kind of poke the holes in it. Is your tortilla strips. All right. And the reason I say tortilla, my mother-in-law said it one day, and we were trying to figure out what the hell she was talking about. Then we figured it out. And to be honest, I know that at some point it's going to come up, and I'm going to end up saying it, and everyone's going to end up making fun of me. So I'm claiming it now. So
that's probably an Iowa thing.
It probably is, dude. It probably is. But she called them flour tortillas, and we were trying to figure out what the fuck she was talking about.
Some kind of flour you buy.
That's what we thought. We were like, what kind of flour are you talking about? And not only was it me, it was my sister-in-law too. My sister-in-law had no idea what the fuck she was talking about either. But yeah, so it's like, I'm not making fun of my mother-in-law.
Are they perennials or annuals?
But that's what we were trying to figure out was what she was talking about. And they were flour tortillas. So yeah, didn't realize that. Now, look at this.
Ashley just commented, I'm no longer part of the show.
Oh
no,
yeah.
She didn't.
So yeah, so here we go.
There you go.
There is your wrap. This is a nice wrap here. Look at this guy. Screen to screen. So whatever size TV you're watching it on, look at that big wrap. All right. And the new Deadpool movie's coming out soon. So who wants to make the chimichangas? But yeah, you can see that this is my wrap right here. So let's slice it open. Show you guys how badass it is. And now when you're doing a wrap, and I don't know why this is, it's just because it's like one of those rules like I make, like with my sandwich. Like, do you cut it from which angle, however you cut it? But what I'm going to do is when you do a wrap, I feel like that when you do a wrap, you must cut it at an angle. So if you see that, you got to cut it at an angle right here. So let's center this up, and let's cut this bad boy at an angle right down the middle. So then when you open it, you go like this. Ta-da. Look at that.
New Kids on the Block said that's the right stuff.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Nice, dude. I'm glad it's the right stuff. And they're not just hanging tough. So, yeah, look at that, guys. Look at that. Robbie, are you putting these teas in your face right here?
I'm eating it right now.
Yeah, look at that, dude. Oh, look at that chicken. Look how white, juicy that chicken is, dude. Look at that. Let's do it. Let's put some TDs in our face. And that's another thing that I did too. So parents, and I'm not guilty of this because I make my kids do different things. But if you're letting your kid walk around in an Iron Maiden t-shirt or a Tupac t-shirt or a Van Halen t-shirt or any kind of band t-shirt, Slayer t-shirt, I don't care. Oops, sorry. Whatever it is, educate them on the music. Educate them on the music because every kid that come up to my booth this weekend that was wearing a shirt, I'm like, what's your favorite Tupac song? And they have no idea. I'm like, you're a poser? Like, and the parents are like, no, we raised them right. We raised them right. She just doesn't want to answer. I'm like, okay. I'm sure you drive around in your Suburban listening to gangster rap. You know what I mean? And yeah, they didn't know. And the same thing. They didn't know, what was it? There was one that was a Def Leppard. Yeah. So, but I am telling you right now that if my kids wear an Iron Maiden t-shirt, they know Iron Maiden because I made sure. So if you're going to teach your kids, don't teach your kids to be a poser.
If my boys are wearing t-shirts like that, they know the music because that's the only reason they're wearing the t-shirt. And two of them have record players. And when we go to Lubbock, we got to go to the vinyl store so they could get vinyl records.
Which the vinyl store is called what?
I don't even damn know. All I know is I spend money there.
Ralph's Records. It's been there since the 50s. So, anyways, let's put some TDs in our face. Don't teach your kids to be posers. That's the lesson today. If you don't take anything from it, look at this. Robbie, look at this wrap.
Look at it. That's all I can do.
There we go. Look at that wrap. All right. So now let's put some TDs in our face, everybody. I'm TD. This is TD's Brew and Barbecue.
So Ashley said that's perfection. That hit the spot before we end the show. I want to thank everybody for joining. Go to TD's Brew and Barbecue on Facebook if you want any of those great products.
Oh, and don't forget the recipe for the 3 Chile Cilantro Ranch is in the comments. Make this shit.